Hi guys, and welcome back to a new video on the channel. And this is a video that's been requested a lot. How do I counter? How do I stop? How do I beat 4-2-1-3? It's one of the most annoying formations to play against, but at the same time, of course, also one of the best, probably the most overpowered one on the game and the easiest to play. But of course, there's guys who don't want to play it. I've got you a formation and of course the right tactics and rules for you to beat the 4-2-1-3. Not with ease, because yeah, it's still going to be a good formation, but this allows you, if you do things right, to counter the 4-2-1-3. So let's get straight into it. The formation I'm talking about is the 4-2-3-1 wide. This is a formation that gives you a lot of defensive stability, but at the same time, with the right roles and tactics, also allows you to build up good attacks and be dangerous around the box. Why did I go for this formation? Because what is the problem always with the 4-2-1-3? It's a counter attack where you play against it. So what we have to do is to stop the wingers from getting through easily and stop the cam from getting the ball into open space too much. So we are able to do this in a 4-2-3-1 with the CDMs and right roles on the fullback. So let's get straight into the tactics. So for the 4-2-3-1 wide, and if you want to counter the 4-2-1-3, these tactics are just adjusted to the 4-2-1-3. So we play with build-up style balanced and defensive approach balanced. Why do we put the defensive approach on balanced and not high? We got CDM, so they're already further back a bit, so we don't need defense line to push up so much. And we use balanced because if we use a high line, that's deadly against a counter formation like 4-2-1-3. So let's keep that line a bit lower and take a bit less risks. Then the rules. Sweeper keeper, up to you. I prefer it. The right and left back will be on fullback and defend. This is very important because what usually happens is when you got them on balanced is they just push up too much and you lose the ball, one through ball with incisive, and the wingers of your opponent are thrown goal. This is something we want to prevent. That's why I put them on fullback defend. And also we don't really like to involve them that much in the attack. Then defenders, CBs are on defender and defend. Not much to be said about that one. I think I've got it on pretty much everything. Now we go to the interesting part as well, is the CDMs. We got them on deep line playmaker defend. This means they start low, they slowly get forward as well when you get the ball around the opponent box. They go out to the wing a bit more, but they will just be a better option in the build-up. As you know, it's really hard to build up against the 4-2-1-3 as well, because it's a really good press formation, and of course with wingers they start really high as well. So it's good always to have a better option. Me, I've got them on deep line playmaker defend, because then they'll prioritize the defending a bit more than the build-up, which you also can choose for the build-up, but I prefer defend because we need to eliminate the cam of our opponent. And then for the front four is nothing too special. It's just inside forward on the wingers. They need to come to the inside, of course. That's the most OP one right now because the fullbacks don't really track them. And for the cam playmaker and striker, advanced forward attack. It's very, very basic for the front four. It's just the back four and the two CDMs who needed to make an adjustment a bit towards this formation. Now that I've played why I did everything, let's get straight into it. First, I'm going to show you how to attack against this formation. So as you know, they probably only defend with 6. Most of the times what happens is they put the cam and the 3 forwards don't defend in the 4-2-1-3. So you have to take advantage of that as well. First, it's really important to have a solid build-up. You can't lose the ball in build-up. So be sure of every pass. Yeah, try to bait them out a bit. So here we go. We got a free kick at your own box. So we build up. You can see that the 3 forwards don't do anything. The cam doesn't do anything. Now, what you want to do is basically bait one of their CDMs out of the middle to even create more space and create awkward position for him. Here we see Lampard and he has to choose. In this case, he chooses to commit with Kante. We have space in the middle again and we can push up. And you gotta be calm. Have patience because if not, it will kill you. If we pause it even when Lampard has the ball, you can see on the minimap, if we lose the ball, we're dead because the black players, or the black on the minimap, that's our opponent, and the red, that's us. So you can see that Sancho and his right wing, I don't know who it is now, they're in the perfect space for when he gets the ball of us for an immediate through ball, and we want to prevent that. So we keep the ball, and then it's all simple. We find our striker, we turn, we shoot. Again, another build-up where we go a bit slowly, but you can see he's his DM, he's quite passive, and again his front four doesn't defend. So now we walk into the space with James a bit, get players out of the middle for him. Now his Mendy is one of the players we target, and you can see with Thuram he's quite aggressive, and this is what now the space behind the DMs where we need to be direct. So that's where you need to speed up the play, where you're behind his DMs. It's just a 3v2 basically in the middle because his right and left back don't do anything really. So then it's just be calm, take the right passes, and turn the right side and score. Can't make it easier. I look like Ancelotti now. So next up, another build up from the back. It's just key to get past those first four. You have to see it, the game a bit in chapters. So first you need to get past the first four, and then it's all about getting behind DMs. Those two chapters are really important. And now Kante committed a bit. There's space again in the middle, which we find Smith, turn the right way, then it becomes a 2v1 with Koundé. We embarrass him here a bit, to be honest, and we score. But it all comes from first getting behind the front four, that's most important, and then being patient, waiting for him to pull out maybe a DM, and then smell our chances to get to our strikers, and then it's just about good decision making. Now we have a good, decent build up again. We're behind this front four. Kante is already committed, so we leave that man out there. He has to commit to Saliba. From a good player log, we missed the chance, but again, the build up, how we get to the chance, is really, really good. Now let's get to the defensive part. So before I'm going to show you anything, you need to remember one thing. The most dangerous he's going to be is through the middle because he got inside forward on both his wingers. He has a cam and striker. So on the wing, there's not much danger. So what you want is to keep the middle closed. By the way, guys, we also made a video on the camera and controller settings we use, so you might want to check that one out as well. So defensively, keep the middle closed. First example, he's got about Puskas, he's dribbling, eventually finds Dembele, and this is where we just defend the middle. Defend the middle, defend the middle, and we have to be aggressive with our fullbacks. Because the AI this year, or after the patch, from the fullbacks is really bad, and sometimes they're just dreaming on their own. So what you want to do is to involve them in the defense. You've got to select them manually using R3, and then pull them to the inside, be aggressive with them because you can win the ball back with them quite easily. At the same time, you still keep your defenders, their center backs in a good place, and your DMs have to be in a good place. But you can see how compact that defense was. So here we go again. Here's the build up from the back, and we have to just mark all the passing areas. Building up in 4-2-1-3 can be difficult, so pressing can be a bit easier, you should say. In this case, it's just good that we run back our midfielders, run back our attackers as well, make the playing field as small as possible for him. Because the danger in this formation is obviously the counter, and all you have to do is don't allow him to counter-attack. Here again, Reinders and Lampard good in front of the defense. He can't do anything. We run back a bit, and now he's just looking for the pass. Again, aggressive with Theo there because we have to, and we force him back and tackle him. At that time, he almost didn't have a passing option. So always try to cover the passing lanes because in that case, he can't do anything. Be aggressive at the right times when he's out of options. Here we lose the ball, and this is what I want to show you. He plays it to the cam and pass it there. Normally, what a lot of people suffer from is that he plays to the cam, he's completely free. Right and left forward are immediately in, that you can just through ball. With these tactics, with fullback defend, you can see that Theo and Bellanova are back, so the wingers are no problem. And with the deep line playmaker defend, one of our DMs, I think it was Lampard in this case, is on his cam and he can't easily turn. And then we just force him back, and that's why we want the 4-2-1-3. Just force him back, and then it becomes a usual defense, nothing too special. So we play the clip on, and eventually we will win the ball back from his stupid mistake. Next clip again, we lose the ball with Vini, but if you see the mini-map, we are completely in control. 2 CDMs on the cam, fullbacks are with their wingers, and he has to build up again, and we have to make it difficult. Of course, every formation can build up, we cannot stop him from building up, but the most important is to stop the counter-attack in his formation, and this is what we managed to do. After, of course, you can still lose if you don't do stuff well, but this is a very good first step into stopping this formation. I think you still get a chance from this as well, but yeah, that happens everywhere. So guys, this was the video on how to stop the 4-2-1-3. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like, subscribe. If you got any questions, leave them down below in the comments, and I'll see you for the next time. Bye!